I consider myself a pretty average road course racer. I work really hard to try to get better, and like, where can I improve my driving skills and style to compete a little bit more at these places. And it's neat when all that comes together. And I try to just take these things one day at a time. Like, tomorrow's a whole different task, but it's nice to have, done our job really well today. And now it's about focusing on, all right, how do we turn this around and try to make 90 good laps tomorrow.
Top of the morning, NASCAR fans. If you thought Watkins Glen was just another road course event, think again. Because at the 2025 qualifying session, Ryan Blaney pulled off one of the most shocking moments we've seen in years, snatching the pole position from the absolute road course juggernaut, Shane Van Gisbergen. Yes, that SVG, the man who's been untouchable on every twist and turn this season, the king of road racing, finally met a challenger who refused to back down. And he did it in style. This wasn't a fluke, a lucky lap, or a track condition miracle. This was a deliberate, calculated attack. One lap that sent shockwaves through the NASCAR paddock and turned heads across the motorsports world. Blaney's blistering time edged SVG by a razor-thin 0.033 seconds. That tiny fraction means everything, because it's the difference between starting first or second, but more importantly, it's a statement. The reign of SVG on road courses can be challenged. Let's rewind the clock to last year's Watkins Glen, where Ryan Blaney's race was heartbreakingly short. A first-lap crash ended his hopes before they even began. At the time, many fans and pundits dismissed him as a work in progress on road courses. Meanwhile, Shane Van Gisbergen had already taken the motorsport world by storm, dominating every road course with clinical precision. His 2024 season was nothing short of historic. He redefined road racing in NASCAR, making what should be chaos look like ballet on wheels. SVG's skill was undeniable. From Sonoma to the Chicago Street Course, Road America, and Indianapolis, his aggressive yet smooth driving style turned him into the undisputed king of road courses. The way he slid that heavy stock car through corners with razor-sharp timing had veterans scratching their heads and new fans falling in love. He wasn't just winning, he was rewriting the entire NASCAR road racing playbook. And then came Ryan Blaney's stunning qualifying lap, a lightning strike that reminded us that even the mightiest kings have challengers. What made Blaney's lap so special? It was the blend of speed, precision, and nerves of steel. He attacked the infamous S-curves with a confidence we hadn't seen from him before. Every apex was clean, every braking point perfectly timed, and despite admitting to a slight mistake at the bus stop chicane, where he got a little loose and grazed the curbs, he maintained the edge needed to stay ahead. That shows a level of mental toughness that separates good drivers from great ones. Blaney's ability to keep calm under pressure, especially with the shadow of SVG looming over him, was remarkable. And let's not forget the car setup. Penske's engineers clearly gave him a machine that could push the limits without snapping under the strain. Better brake cooling, optimized gearing ratios, suspension tweaks, all the small details that add up to a big advantage on a technical track like Watkins Glen. For Blaney, this wasn't just a fast lap, it was a message to the entire field. I'm here, I'm ready, and I can compete. This qualifying session wasn't just about pole position, it was the start of an intense rivalry that could define the 2025 NASCAR season. Blaney didn't just turn a fast lap, he outpaced the very best at their own game. And SVG, the man who's been almost untouchable on road courses, who seemed to have an answer for every challenge. But this battle has a psychological edge. Blaney has studied SVG meticulously, watching every corner, braking point, and passing move to figure out exactly how the New Zealander manages to dominate these tracks. And when you have the master watching your every move, adapting, learning, and pushing back, that's when the pressure really mounts. SVG himself admitted after the race weekend that Blaney forced him to dig deeper than usual to rethink his approach mid-race. That kind of challenge isn't just a test of skill, it's a test of willpower, focus, and heart. Race day unfolded like a thriller. Blaney came out firing, leading early laps and showing that his qualifying speed wasn't a flash in the pan. His Penske Ford was perfectly dialed in, giving him confidence through the technical sections of the track. Not only did he lead, but he also secured a stage win, proof that he could maintain pace and poise under pressure. But Watkins Glen isn't just about speed, it's about endurance, strategy, and mental fortitude. Over the grueling 90-plus lap distance, SVG's experience and adaptability began to shine through. He adjusted his braking points, managed his tires with surgical precision, and methodically closed the gap lap after lap. The moment when SVG executed his pass was pure artistry. It was clean, decisive, and left no doubt who was boss. By the time he took the checkered flag, he had built an 11-second gap, a dominant statement that despite the threat, he was still the man to beat. Blaney's 6th-place finish was respectable, but the frustration was palpable. He had pushed hard and learned plenty, but it wasn't quite enough to dethrone the champion just yet. Behind the scenes, this race showcased how tiny technical tweaks can make massive differences on road courses. Penske's improvements on brake cooling allowed Blaney to attack corners without fading late in runs. The optimized gearing helped him maintain top speed on long straights, while suspension adjustments gave better control in the tight turns. SVG's team, meanwhile, executed flawless pit stops and tire strategy. Their ability to manage tire wear allowed SVG to maintain a blistering pace deep into the race, while Blaney had to balance aggression with conservation. This battle wasn't just drivers going wheel to wheel, it was an arms race of engineering, strategy, and split-second decisions. Let's talk about the mental game. Blaney's rise on road courses is shaking up the established order. For SVG, being pushed this hard isn't just a physical challenge, it's a psychological one. Drivers like Blaney closing the gap force SVG to question and refine his approach constantly. For the rest of the field, Blaney's breakthrough lap and stage win serve as a beacon of hope. It shows that the road course specialist isn't invincible, and when challengers start believing they can win, that's when the real drama unfolds. With road courses growing more important in the NASCAR playoff format, these developments couldn't come at a better time. A Penske team that can match or even beat SVG's road course prowess suddenly becomes a major contender come playoff time. Imagine the pressure on SVG when a driver like Blaney, confident and fast, chases him down in a playoff elimination race. The stakes are higher, the margin for error smaller, and the spotlight brighter. This rivalry could very well shape who hoists the championship trophy at the end of the year. Outside the track, the NASCAR fan base exploded. Social media was ablaze with heated debates and split opinions. Some hailed Blaney as the new road course threat, praising his guts and growth. Others stood by SVG's record, predicting the New Zealander would continue to dominate race day. Despite losing pole, watch parties and live threads lit up every time these two drivers were less than a second apart. The intensity of their battle brought new energy to a sport hungry for fresh rivalries and dramatic showdowns. So what's next? Blaney's breakthrough lap and solid race showing signal that the era of SVG's uncontested road course dominance might be challenged sooner than expected. But SVG is no rookie. He's learning ovals, adapting, and improving his overall game. If he starts taking wins on the oval tracks like he has on road courses, the NASCAR world might be witnessing the rise of a new legend, one who can dominate every type of track. This rivalry is far from over. It's only just heating up. So here's the real question. Can Ryan Blaney finally topple Shane Van Gisbergen on a road course this season? Or will SVG's ruthless consistency keep him at the top? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like button if you love seeing fierce rivalries and intense NASCAR drama. Don't forget to subscribe for more high-octane stories, race breakdowns, and insider insights. Buckle up, NASCAR fans. This season promises fireworks. And Ryan Blaney versus Shane Van Gisbergen might just be the biggest showdown we've seen in years.